going on, everybody? Top 10 Pokemon back, and I hope you are having a wonderful day. And if you are not, that's about to change because we are going to review our top 10 most expensive graded card sales from the newest Pokemon set, Silver Tempest. Now, as you know, in typical top 10 Pokemon fashion, when a new set comes out, I have to review the top 10 most expensive raw prices and then the top 10 most expensive graded sales, because why not? So Silver Tempest, is it more than just Lugia? Are there more valuable cards in this set than just a bunch of beautiful Lugia V and V-Star cards? We're about to find out. Folks, before we get started, please give the video a like, please be a subscriber if you're not already, and also please consider using my eBay affiliate link to support the channel or be a channel member. I would appreciate that as well. So we have a bunch of graded cards, not only PSA, but a bunch of CGC and BGS cards to go over as well. Let's get started on this top 10 list, starting with this Rayquaza VMAX Gold and Black card that in PSA 10 has most recently sold in auction for $119.50. So the Gold and Black cards, still not the biggest fan, but it is a Ray, so it's going to fetch you a premium. This particular card is the number 10 most expensive graded sale in this set. Coming in number 9 is a Trainer Gallery card in this Blaziken VMAX, which has a pretty hilarious illustration of the Blaziken VMAX throwing a Chuck Norris kick at somebody, and the trainer is holding on for dear life. I really like it. This card in PSA 10 has recently sold in auction for $127.50. There are actually a couple Blaziken cards in the set. This one right here is the number 9 most expensive. The number 8 most expensive graded card in this set is the Full Art Trainer Friends and Galar, that in a PSA 10 has sold for $128.19. This is a fairly popular trainer card in this set. It's got a bunch of well-known trainers in the artwork as well, so yeah, not much else to really say about this card. It's the number 8 most expensive. Coming in at number 7, we begin our string of Lugia cards, starting with the Lugia V-Star Gold Secret Rare card that is a Gem Mint 10 has sold for $124.49 very recently. Let's be honest, people, Lugia is what's really driving this set. There are several awesome Lugia cards in this set, and without this Generation 2 Charizard, I'm not sure how well this set would do, but this is the first Lugia on the list and the number 7 most expensive overall. Speaking of Lugia V-Star, our number 6 is yet another Lugia V-Star. This is the Rainbow Rare version that sold as a PSA 10 for $140. Not much else to say about these Lugia cards. They're your basic full art hyper rare cards. This one here, number 6 on the list. Coming in number 5, can you guess it? Yes, another Lugia. This is the Full Art Lugia V. Just your run-of-the-mill full art card that in PSA 10 has sold this past week for $143.55. So yeah, third Lugia in a row. Moving on. The number 4 most expensive card in this set is actually a Trainer Gallery card in the form of Rayquaza VMAX. That is a Gem Mint 10, has sold very recently for $172.50. This card looks significantly better than that of the Gold and Black VMAX card we saw at the beginning of the video. I like this illustration a lot better. This is the number 4 most expensive in the entire set. Getting down to the final 3, we have our very first alternate art card in Regidrago V. This is a brand new Pokemon, I do believe. I've never seen a Regidrago before this set. This card sold as a PSA 10 for $265. Now the next sale I'm going to show you is extremely sketchy, so I'm not going to officially include it in the top 10 list, but let me show you anyway. It was this Black Label BGS 10 Regidrago alternate art card that sold in auction for $2,900. Now whenever I see a sale like this, I always like to dive deeper into the stats of the sale. So when you look at the bid history, it is it's Shade City, to say the least, if you look at the feedback of some of these buyers. So I really wasn't convinced of the sale of this card, so I reached out, as I always do, to many eBay sellers, and I said, "Good afternoon, could I bother you to see if this card was paid for yet? I'm putting together a sales video and was looking to include this one. Thank you." And the reply to me was, well, there wasn't one. Which to me says this probably wasn't a legitimate sale. So for the top 10 list's sake, we're going to go with the PSA 10 example, which sold for $265. The number 2 most expensive card in this set is the Unknown V alternate art, as we had a Japanese PSA 10 example sell for $122.50, and then we saw an English copy sell for about $300, and then a BGS 10 Japanese black label copy had sold for $910, effectively putting this as the second most expensive card in this entire set. There are actually a bunch of other graded cards that have come through in auction. Let's go over just a few honorable mention sales. Here we have a full art Reshiram V that in PSA 10 has sold in auction for about $45. And then we saw this Ho-Oh V that also sold for about $46 in auction. And I'm still scratching my head wondering why they didn't make an alternate art Ho-Oh V that would have really propelled this set to like top tier status. Here we saw a Superior V-Star Gold Secret Rare card that sold for $47 this week. Here is a Trainer Gallery Zeraora V card that sold for $48.77. Here we saw a CGC 10 Gardevoir Trainer Gallery card sold for $62. We saw this CGC 10 Lugia V card. This is just a regular V card, sold for $74 this week. And then here is the other Blaziken card. This is a Blaziken V, also a Trainer Gallery card, sold as a PSA 10 for $81. A couple of full art trainer cards. Here's a Furasode Girl that sold for $86, while this Candace full art trainer sold for $104.19. Which brings me to the number 1 most expensive card in this set, which is to no one's surprise. It is the alternate art Lugia V. We have several sales to go through. A CGC 10 copy of this card will cost you around $650, while a PSA 10 example sells for around $736. A Japanese PSA 10 copy of this card sells for around $910, while a BGS 10 pristine English copy of this card sells for $1,025. And the most expensive sale I could find is this black label Japanese copy that was listed for about $9,000, had a best offer accepted price of $8,000, making this Lugia V alternate art by far the most expensive card in this set. Thank you so much for watching, folks. What's your favorite card in this set? Let me know in the comments. What do you think of this set as a whole? I'm interested to hear from you. Before we get the newest set, Crown Zenith, out, I'd like to discuss a little bit more about Silver Tempest, so let me know what you think. Thanks again for watching, folks. I will catch you all in my next one.